Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back. I'm just gonna unplug my microphone really quick. Okay. Yeah, we're back. Welcome back. Another episode. Another day, another episode. Holy shit, man! I really need a haircut. We're gonna take a look at a Leetcode problem today, and we're gonna do something a little different. I have started the game engine. Have been working on it a little bit, so I started linking everything. Adding all the libraries we're gonna use, kind of planning it out. And got the entry point working. Kind of had to figure out how to structure that and how to get that to work. So we're currently at the point to actually start adding things. I plan to, stream on, Thursday. But I have a little fun project today. I'm going to do a little bit of RoboFlow. Little project here. It's some computer vision project. Just to kind of see where it goes. But been working on it a little bit. So been playing around with their API and all the services they provide, and just gonna kind of see where it what we can do with it. But yeah, let's start off with our classic Leetcode. I don't know if we're gonna do this one, but I did miss the one yesterday. So if you're given a 2D array, 2D integer array points, where points I, xi, yi represents the coordinates of the ith point on the Cartesian plane. Horizontal traploid is a convex quadrilateral with at least one pair of horizontal sides parallel to the x-axis. Two lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. Okay. So these are the points that they give us. And we must check, return the number of unique horizontal trapezoids that can be formed, choosing any 4 distinct points from points. Since the answer may be very large, return modulo 10 to the 9 plus 7. 10 to the power 9 plus 7. So these are the 5 points. Okay, so I have to have a look at the definition of what is a trapezoid. That's what we got to begin with. Four-sided flat-shaped quadrilateral with at least one pair of parallel sides called bases. Its properties include the sum of all interior angles is 360 and the sum of all the edges. Okay. At least one pair of parallel sides. Parallel being they'd never meet. Okay. So we have to obviously find a way to detect that this is a trapezoid. And I'm just not really sure how to do that off the top of my head, to be completely honest. That's what we got Google for. One pair. Slope of each shape. Public capital the vertical lines cause division by 0. So it looks like here we really just have to check if it's parallel. And to do that, they give us a formula here, is parallel. U times x times v times y is equal to u times y times v times x. If either is parallel, it's a trapezoid. So obviously the approach here, I mean, we could do a brute force approach, just be trying every single possible point. And check, is parallel ABCD or BCDA? I just don't know if the brute force solution will work in this case. Let's take a look at the hints for light. Share the same Y coordinate. By the Y coordinate, choose two distinct groups, two horizontal lines from each group. Select 2 points to form a trapezoid. Group the points by their Y coordinate. Choose two distinct groups, two horizontal lines, and from each group select 2 points to form a trapezoid. I'm honestly not sure how to go about to solve this. This is a little bit out of my expertise. So obviously we can't brute force everything. So we'd have to do kind of a little bit like an optimized brute force approach, but I'm just not sure how to go about it, to be completely honest. I'm kind of lost on this one. I'm just going to watch a video because I'm not really too sure. I'm actually quite lost. Let's take a look. Leetcode, did Leetcode not do one? Surely he does. Nope, he doesn't. Wow. Okay. Maybe he quit. Oh, no, I'm not interested in AI mode, bro. Let's take a look.
Did you hear the news? Now at Boost Mobile, we're offering unlimited talk, text, and data for only...
Hello and welcome. Today we're tackling a really interesting geometry problem from Leetcode called Count Number of Trapezoids 1. Don't let the geometry tag scare you off. At its heart, this is a counting problem that we can solve with some clever logic and simple math. We'll break down exactly what we need to look for and how to count it efficiently. First, let's look at what we're given. The input is a list of points where each point has an X and a Y coordinate on a 2D plane. Our goal is to pick exactly 4 distinct points from this list, but we can't just pick any 4 points. They need to form a specific shape called a horizontal trapezoid. We need to return the total number of ways we can form this shape. Since the answer can be huge, we'll return it modulo 10 to the power of 9 plus 7. So what exactly counts as a horizontal trapezoid? The problem defines it as a convex quadrilateral, with at least one pair of horizontal sides. In simpler terms, this means 2 of the sides must be parallel to the x-axis. Think about what makes a line horizontal. The 2 endpoints must have the same y-coordinate. So to form a horizontal trapezoid, we basically need 2 distinct horizontal lines at different heights. This means we need to find 2 points at one y level, say y1, and another 2 points at a different y level, say y2. If we have that, connecting them forms our trapezoid. Let's walk through an example to see this in action. We have a list of points here. Let's group them by their height, or their y-coordinate. At height 0, we have 3 points, 1 at x equals 1, 1 at x equals 2, and 1 at x equals 3. At height 2, we have 2 points, 1 at x equals 2, and 1 at x equals 3. Now remember, we need 2 points at one height, and 2 points at another height. Let's count how many horizontal edges or lines we can make at each level.
That's some math right there.
At height 0, we have 3 points. How many ways can we pick 2 points out of 3? We can connect the first and second, the second and third, or the first and third. That gives us 3 possible bottom bases. At height 2, we have only 2 points. We can only connect them to make one single horizontal line, so we have 3 options for the bottom edge and 1 option for the top edge. To get the total number of trapezoids, we just multiply these possibilities. 3 times 1 equals 3. Simple, right? Just a quick heads up. We'll be walking through the solution using Python logic, as it's very readable. But don't worry if that's not your main language. I'll be showing the full code for Java, C++, and JavaScript towards the end of the video, so stick around. This brings us to our main approach, which the editorial calls hash table plus geometry mathematics. First, we don't care about the x coordinates at all initially. We just need to know how many points
we can
share
use
the
a hash
same
map
y
to obviously
coordinate.
do this.
So we'll iterate through our points and use a hash map or dictionary to count the
Yeah, there we
frequency
go.
of each y value. Second, for each y level with, say, k points, we calculate how many pairs we can form. This is a classic combinations problem. K, choose 2.
Use hash map to count how many exist unique y coordinate. Calculate edges for k points. District height and number of possible horizontal lines is k times k minus 1 over 2. At a specific height, the number of possible horizontal lines is combined heights. A trapezoid is formed by pairing an edge from one height with an edge from any other height.
The formula is
Do you game development? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Not a professional game developer or anything, but yeah, I do just for fun in my own time. Yeah, I'm building a game engine right now. That's what I'm starting. But yeah, I got a text here. Alright, let's take a look here.
k times k minus 1, divided by 2. The product by the edge counts of every height with every other height, but that would be slow if we have many unique heights. There's a smarter way. As we iterate through the heights, we can keep a running total of all the edges we've seen so far. For the current height, we calculate its edges. Any of these current
Nice, bro.
edges
Yeah,
can
what
form
about
a
you, man? You do
trapezoid
game
with
dev?
any edge we've seen in the past. So we multiply our current edges by the total sum of previous edges and add that to our answer. After that, we add our current edges to the running total so future heights can pair with them. This allows us to solve it in a single pass. Okay, we've talked about the big picture and the logic. Now let's see what this looks like as actual code. I'll put the full solution up on the screen first.
Alright, before we take a look at the solution, let's do this. So let's count the... We want an unordered map. We want an int to probably a vector of ints, right? We can call this, I'll call this hashy or something. Yeah, I started as a Roblox Studio dev, but I'm currently learning Python so I can dev in Godot. That's dope, dude. That's dope. That's cool, dude. Yeah, I've never even played. I don't think I've ever played Roblox in my life, dude. So, yeah. Funny enough, dude. And I is equal to 0. I is less than points dot size, right? I plus plus. We want hashy dot pushback. No, hashy. Sorry, hashy. What is it? A vector. We can do I1. Right? Will that work? Let's just see. Dot pushback. Pushback. I guess we want I0. Let's write like a write me a hash map print function. I'm just gonna write a hash map print function because I don't want to write it myself, but this should be fine. Let's print the hash map. Let's see what we get. Print hash map. We can pass in hashy. Just return res. We can return 0. Res is 0. What are you working on right now? What am I working on right now? I just finished a OpenGL kind of series. So the goal is I'm working on a 2D game engine. I've just begun it. I'm gonna be streaming that. But today I'm gonna be working on this this application using RoboFlow. If you ever heard of it, It kind of does computer vision in the camera. I'm just going to be fucking around with all their different data sets and models that they have available that people have trained. So I'm going to put my webcam up here. I'm going to switch my webcam off and then put it up here on the thing and kind of play around with it and just see if I can. I'm kind of making this like computer vision thing that like the goal is the idea. I'm just doing something for fun, but you have your webcam on or whatever camera, right? And it can detect. It's meant to detect the vibe in the room or like the vibe. It's meant to be like it's called vibe vision. I mean, you can see it, but that's what I called it. But it like detects how many people, like faces. I'm gonna try and set up emotions today for it to like detect emotions, kind of. Emotions, people, and I'm hopefully gonna try and be able to get like beers working. So like if you're holding a beer in your hand, it can kind of detect that there's a can in your hand or a bottle or like something. I don't know. I'm gonna play around with it, but and then have like a little JavaScript function that like detects the vibe, and like dynamically renders a front end or whatever. It's like it's just a shitty front end with a webcam and a vibe score, if you will. But that's kind of what I'm gonna be playing around with today, and we're gonna kind of see how it works. But yeah, so let's run this. I'm doing this LeetCode problem for now. I missed this problem of the day, so oh, whoops. I'm trying to do the problem of the day. I don't really know anything about trapezoids, so I had to kind of look at a little bit of stuff, but let's kind of see what happens here. Expected. Nice. I work with Vulkan and just implemented vertex skinning, working towards implementing skeletal animation data pipeline. That's dope, dude. Yeah, I'm not that advanced yet, dude. So I literally just looked at OpenGL as my first time ever looking or ever messing around with GPU programming. So I haven't I'm putting together a 2D game engine, but I got no fucking idea what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of going with the flow. I'm watching a lot of Cherno, if you're familiar with that. So I'm kind of just making a simple 2D game engine. That's the goal. A logger, like a renderer, honestly, I have it all written down. I'm blanking out right now, but keyboard input, things like that. Just like a simple, game engine to build. I'm gonna try and build a simple 2D game with it. So that's the goal. But yeah, appreciate it. How long have you been working on a project? How much experience do you have in programming? How much experience do I have in programming? Honestly, not a great amount. I studied CS for 4 years. I'm a master's student. I'm graduating. I start my job here in January. I'd say I've been programming for, probably about 5 years in total. But, this is like, not like project work, full-time programming, but like, at college, doing college assignments, learning and stuff like that. I really started to get serious with my programming probably about 2 years ago, where I started, actively building projects and actively working on things, actively learning in my own time. So I would say probably about 5 years in total, but like really probably about 2 years. So yeah. Count trapezoids. Okay, so what are we missing? I think we fixed that bug. So let's run this. Okay, so this doesn't work. So subscripted value is not an array. I think we need points here. Points I1. I think we need points I0. I think that's what we need. OpenGL is a nice API to use when it comes to rendering logic. Basically a big state machine for graphics pipeline. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I past month or so I've been learning just a lot of shaders, I mean, I went through Cherno series, so like the graphics pipeline, all that sort of stuff. So it's nice, bro. It's fun. It's just it's very different to kind of what I'm used to. So let's take a look at this. I saw pushback points I. I'm also very new to C++ too. I've been learning about 3 months, so yeah, that's what I thought it was first. Dot first. Points I dot first. Points I dot second. Let's see if that works. First in a C vector, no neighbor named first. Points I dot first. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and I'm a sub so I can tap into for stream. See you, bro. Yeah, see you, bro. Appreciate you being here, dude. What are we working with? We're working a vector of ints. What the fuck? Is it I0? I think this is what it is, dude. I1. Shit fucks with me. Dot first. I think that's for pairs, dude. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we got 3, 0, 2. Okay, cool. We just need a comma here. Let's add a comma and a space. They missed that when I generated this. Looks better. Okay, cool. That's fine. We could add if statement here to get rid of that, but who cares? So we got at Y level 3, we have 0 and 2. At Y level 2, we have 0 and 2. Stood out 1. Why are we getting that? Oh shit, we want to 1 and we want 0 here. Whoops. My bad. Okay, here we go. So we got 2, 2, 3, 0. We got 1, 2, 3, right? So we're grabbing those values in this hash map. What was the next thing we had to do? Calculate edges for k points of specific height. The number of possible horizontal lines is k times k minus 1. I'm gonna actually put on some fucking music. Yeah. So I'm gonna take
the
a look at this
number of
code, I'm not
horizontal
sure.
edges at that height. Finally, every point in our input list. After this loop, we loop through the counts we just collected. First, we use answer so ed can't use is both of the number of our space Java version Java. Notice, feel free long for the answer and total.
What is he doing here? He's got a hash map here. Got the mod thing here for point and points. He looks like he adds the Y element, right, to the hash map for int count and point nums if count is less than 2. For int count and point num dot values. Point num being the hash map dot value. So he's looping through all the x values. If count is less than 2, continue. Long edge, long count times count minus 1 over 2. Interesting solution. I just don't really get why he's doing this. I get we're grouping the y elements, right? We got that. I think that was what hint 1 was. All points must share the same y coordinate. Okay. Let's drop this music. We loop through count in point num dot value. So we loop through every single x value. And we check if the count is less than 2. We continue, but why less than 2? Long edge, long count times count minus 1 over 2. That was that formula he kind of showed. And is equal to ands plus edge times total sum mod. So for every value, he calculates an edge. Ands is equal to ands plus edge times total sum mod. Ands plus edge. For let's go for auto reference value in hashy. Int key is equal to p dot first vector of int reference values p dot second for int v in values. These are the values, right? For each value, we need to use that formula, right? Int edge is equal to total sum plus edge.
Complete Python.
That's this formula we have to use. V times P num V plus V minus 1, whoops. V minus 1 divided by 2 what you create. I'm working on a Leetcode problem right now, but I plan to do a little project once I'm done here. Working on a little computer vision project for today, but I usually do game engine stuff and build game engines, so doing something different. Total sum is equal to 0. Hint edge, and we go what? Res is equal to res plus edge times total underscore sum. I guess what is ours? Total sum, probably. Yep. And then we just we mod it, right? But we need to define that. Maybe he has it here. What did he? 10 times 9. I don't know if this is how you do it in C++. To check. Plus 7. Let's grab that. We need an equals here. Shit, this needs to be, whoops, this needs to be a long. I guess it can be const too, because why not? We're not going to edit it. Const mod 10 to the power of 9 plus 7. Never mind, I don't think you can do this. We'll just take this. That works too. Okay. We add it to mod, and we have our total sum. What is total sum? Total sum plus edge. Total sum plus edge. Percent mod. We're returning res. I don't get this part here. What exactly we're doing here? P dot first. So I don't think it's a function, right? Is P dot first a function? I don't know. Whoops, this is value. Whoops. Value. Yeah, I'll put it 22. To be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing wrong here. Because I don't really know what I'm doing here. That's the thing. Going into a hash map here, adding the values, then we loop over every single value here, and we do some sort of formula here that I'm not really aware of, to be completely honest. So let's grab this. Are we thinking about the same one? 3623. Is that what we're solving? Yeah, what the fuck? So I'm not familiar with grouping parallel trapezoids. I don't really know anything about it, to be honest. You detect parallel opposite sides. Interesting geometry plus combinatorics problem. To be honest, I'm not familiar with how to do this. I really don't know. Optimize Python frequency prefix sum, dude. Jeez, man. That's a terrible video. 40% beats. So what are we doing here? We got the mod here, point size. We got an unordered map here. Frequency dot reserve. Okay, so we're reserving for endpoints. For auto P endpoints, frequency 1 plus. Okay. We have our sum and our C2. We loop through Y and F in frequency. If F is less than or equal to 1, we continue. I don't know what this is doing. F minus 1 LL. What the fuck is this, dude? Reserve space frequency. Count coordinates, i.e. for P points. There are F points with the same Y coordinate. Sometimes some. See, I feel like I'd have a better idea how to solve this, but I just don't really. I don't know what 1LL, 2LL means. I don't know what that means. So really we've done the same thing here, right? This is the part that I'm just confused about here. Sometimes sum minus C2. Bro, what is this? Oh. Which is 2. Let's see this. Frequency, auto P in points, int Y is equal to P1. Frequency Y plus plus. Ah, it's because I'm putting the X value in here, even though the X value is not needed. So they use an int long. Maybe this should be a long. Then we have counting the Y value here, but we want a vector, I guess, of long. We can move this to be Instead of push back, we just go plus plus now. Let's get rid of the hash map here. Print map, key val. Let's get rid of this, really. It's just... I think it's like value, and I think that works. Yeah, I think that should work. Whatever. Okay, so we're storing we're counting the number of points here that have the same Y instead of actually storing the X. That's where I went wrong. What a Y in F. So a key being first, int freak is equal to value dot second. Get rid of this now. We can print out hash map still, that's fine. I think this still works. Number of horizontal segments. Edge is equal to F times F minus 1. So this is the same formula that we had earlier where we talked about calculating the edges. So if freak is less than or equal to 1, just continue. I think like a length of 1 does nothing, right? Because we're timesing, right? Then here we calculate a long edge is equal to freak times freak minus 1 over 2. Equal to res plus edge times total sum percent mod total sum is equal to total sum plus edge percent mod. Turn res. Oh shit. Did you mean false? Whoops. Val. Okay, there we go. I'm just a little bit confused. I mean, I understand everything we're doing here. I'm just confused with this here, like what we're actually calculating here. This is the confusing part. We're actually calculating here. Fixed value Y. Freak is the number of points on that horizontal line. Any pair of these points makes a horizontal segment. So if 4 points lie on Y is equal to 5. So we're counting the number of horizontal segments that we can do. So all the different options. Alright, so this is combinatorics. All different. This is combinatorics formula. Yeah, now that makes sense. Combinatorics formula. All different. Combinations. We have a res here. What is this specifically done? Trapezioid is defined and the problem has 2 horizontal segments on 2 different Y levels. Y multiply edge times total sum. Together they form a trapezoid. What does it mean when you have long? It's just a 64-bit number. can hold more. It can hold bigger digits, and integers only 4 bytes, and a long's 8, so it can hold double the amount. And also, how's it going? Yeah, it's going good, bro. Thanks for joining, dude. I'm working on this LeetCode problem, but I just you know, I wasn't completely familiar with trapezoids, to be completely honest. So now I know, but I wasn't familiar with how to do this problem, so I kind of looked up how to solve it. But it's an interesting problem. You know, grouping the Y value, I guess, and counting how many, you know, points we have with the same Y value. Going through, you know, if our frequency is less than 1, then there's no need to do it, because there's only, you know, it doesn't work, right? We need something with at least 2. And then we're counting all the different combinations we can do with that. And I'm trying to figure out exactly why we're multiplying by total sum. That's what I don't get right now. But yeah. I know that law. Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad. But in C++, do you have to double type the keyword long? Yeah, you do. Yeah, yeah. It's spaced out. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. Crosshair. My bad. I didn't fully understand your question. Okay, so together they form a trapezoid. All segments on this level times all segments on previous levels. Let's count all the trapezoids where thus res plus 3 equal to current sum. Total sum plus edges. Plus edge. Oh, okay. The edge we have here. All good. I don't know any C++, so when you're working on it, I have no clue what's going on. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, bro. I'm mostly lost too sometimes, so don't feel bad, bro. We're all in the same place. 3 points. Y equals 5. 3 points. 3 choose 2 is 3 segments. Okay. Y is equal to 3. 2 points. 1 segment. Y is equal to 1. 4 points. 6 segments. I'll draw the segments. One segment from Y is equal to 3. Three from Y is equal to 5. 1 from Y. It depends on the operating system you're using. On Linux systems, long is fine to do for 64-bit Windows. You have to do long. Ah, shit, there you go. There you go. Becca knows more than me. I didn't even know that, so... On Linux systems, long is fine to do for 64. Windows, if you do 1 long, it's only 32-bit. There you go, bro. I didn't even know that. Fuck. Fair enough. Alright, I'm going to leave this for now. we're getting a overflow. Runtime signage overflow cannot be represented in type int. I think we need a long. I'm gonna go auto here. Auto. Let's see. There we go. Okay, cool. C++ standard says that long has to be at least 32 bits and long has to be at least 64 bits, but doesn't specify exact amounts. Operating system have different sizes. Yeah, they do have different sizes. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't even know that. I haven't been doing C++ long enough, so. Okay, that's cool to know. I'm just a dirty Java dev. Fair enough. Oh my gosh, dude, that problem was interesting. I don't know a lot about trapezoids, so that was an interesting way to solve it. I would have never known to, grip them by the y coordinates. So choose two distinct groups, two horizontal lines, and form each group. Select 2 points to form a trapezoid. Interesting. A little bit of math, a little bit of geometry. Interesting problem. Okay. Just over on here, I started the game engine. Got an entry point going. Was doing some linking and stuff. Haven't done C. I always use std32 underscore t and std65 underscore t, etc. in those flavors to be exact. Moving from Python to CPP is kind of hard. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, I thought I'd do like a little fun project today. I've been working on this. RoboFlow platform, and I'm trying to. I guess I can just show what I've got so far. Hang on, let me just disable my webcam. Let's deactivate this. Okay, webcam gone. Let's see here. Let's boot this up. So I've been working on this, just kind of playing around with it. I just kind of wanted to see what I could do. So I got this thing called Vibe Vision. I'm using computer vision platform. Allows you to, you can train your own models. You can use public data sets there and just like use their API, send frames, send pictures, send videos, whatever, like, and it can detect stuff. So I pretty much did some boilerplate code to set up a webcam. Look, there's me. Should work, right? It can detect my face wherever I move in the, in the webcam. This is kind of buggy though, this thing, but trying to get it to work. You can see like, kind of works. Oh, detected 3. Well, that's awkward, but kind of just playing around with it. And then I'm like doing something fun, like detecting a vibe score. So like the goal is maybe like, I want to try and maybe find some like data set that like predicts smiles or something, and see if I can like, predict some smiles or something and do like a little vibe score from that. I don't really have, I mean, I could. Is it a lighting issue? Yeah, honestly, it could be. Let me turn on the light. Hang on. Oh, shit. Hang on. It was too bright in here for me, bro. Low key, but let's see. Hey, maybe it is a lighting issue. It kind of works. I mean, I think it does, but it's kind of dope, but oh, shit. Like being in the dark, bro. Low key. But yeah, I can kind of show what I got. Let's take a look here. Let's sign in. My premium trial inference is run 1,274. Jeez. Okay. So I've been playing around with all of it. So I had this object detection red solo cups. You can detect like red solo cups or detect cans. This was fucking garbage. This one that I did. I'm a dark kind of guy as well. Yeah, but I gotta keep the light on though in the back, dude. I can't be like, what are you using for back end? I'm just using Node.js for the back end. Using their API, just using Node on the back end, but yeah, it's super simple, bro. Like I'm just playing around with it with like a little webcam. Like this was garbage. This model, I trained this model. This was absolutely garbage. I just put a bunch of photos of fucking cans, and I tried to like, it's meant to like be like a vibe thing. So it's like, you know, maybe you know, it detects my face or whatever, and then what else can it do? And then you know, obviously I was talking about the smile, and then maybe like if I'm trying to get it to like, if I'm holding like a beer in my hand or like a beer can or something, that it can like detect that the beer is there as well, and then like, you know, just call all the APIs, right? Grab all this information. Holy shit, dude, I'm using so many credits, dude. That's fucking crazy. I've only been using it for a day. I've nearly used all my credits, but the you know, and I like to predict like a vibe score from like, you know, just simple JavaScript function that predicts like a vibe score. I don't know, just something fun. I'm just messing around with it, but I got some I got some crazy photos in here back in the day. Like these are some of my friends back in the day of us like potting or whatever. Like, but you can see like if I go through the photos, like it can predict the cans pretty well, all the cans. But I don't know, some reason to get this one, but it's like it's trying to. I gave it such a small data set though, so it's probably, I don't know, it's probably not really. Oh my gosh, dude, probably not that good, but it's fine. Let's see if we can kind of get. I don't have a red cup though. That's the issue. I kind of want to try the red cup one, but I don't have. So I did the face detection one. That's the one that it's doing right now. Cans, red solo cups. I have hang on, I have to check my. So cups dance. So this is another one I wanted to try out. This one here can somehow party foul cam. No. I mean, bro, I don't know. I'm using the beers, using the smile, using the amount of people in the room to just predict like a vibe score of like how cool the party is or whatever. I don't know, something stupid, like, you know, something fun. But I wanted to try this pose detection, full body final detection API. Use a pre-trained pose detection computer model to retrieve predictions about a hosted API deployed to the edge. Samples from test. Hands behind head. See, like, some of these are just, like, trained off, like, these garbage-ass photos, dude. Like, I don't know. I want to try and do my own, but, like, I don't know. I'm trying to just play around with other ones for now. But there's another one. So there's a cups one, cans, and then this is the emotions one. Maybe we can try the emotions one. So this is the emotions. It predicts, uses the YOLO V8N model, human face emotions. It's got 94. I mean, it doesn't really look like it's that good, but like neutral, disgust, neutral, anger. I don't know. It's like, we can try this one. Let's try this. Yeah, take a look at the images. I mean, I don't know. Something fun. Maybe I can figure out. Let's see what it can do. Hang on. I don't want to leak my API key. So hang on one second. We're getting some Christmas music right now, bro. What the hell is going on here? Okay, let's grab this. So let me grab this API key here. Oh my gosh, dude. Just disappeared on me, bro. What the fuck, dude? Let's see how good this is with the webcam. Let's grab this. RoboFlow _ version. Sorry guys, I'm just setting this up. Probably want to see me actually doing something. Getting this boilerplate stuff. Just don't want to expose my API key. Even though I probably will eventually, but it's fine. Who really cares at the end of the day? Let's grab API key. Yes, sir. Okay. Shit, I thought I just exposed my API key, but it's whatever. Okay, so let's jump into here. I mean, we can probably just copy this function, right? Let's do like detect emotions. Yeah, that's fine. Emotions, API key. No, that's wrong, dude. RoboFlow model. Shit, dude, I can't even remember what I called it. RoboFlow _ model _ emotions. I think that's what I called it. RoboFlow. Oh, fuck, dude, I can't even remember what I called it in .env. Oh my gosh, RoboFlow. Jeez, dude, I totally messed this up. RoboFlow model, emotions, RoboFlow, version, emotions. Okay, cool. Dope, dude. Okay. So this should be RoboFlow version emotions. This should be RoboFlow model emotions. Then we pass in our API key. We send in the base 64 image. We calculate the results. Yeah, that looks good. Let's go into our routes here. Route.post detect emotions. Probably need to import that. Import detect emotions. Oh, it's crashing, dude. What the fuck is going on? Detect emotions. Is that what I called it? Yeah. Oh, npm run div. Oh, why is this crashing? Does not provide an export name detect emotions. What are you talking about, bro? Oh, wait, what? Async function detect emotions, bro. I have that. What are you talking about, bro? Is this right? Yeah, it's the same folder. Controllers / RoboFlow.js. Yeah, dude. What the fuck? Detect emotions. Does not provide an export name detect emotions. What are you talking about, bro? Okay. I think I need it. Is it a different export async? Maybe I just make a new file. RoboFlow. Motion.js. I don't know. I'm not sure about the syntax. I'd have to look it up. If this doesn't work, then we'll try something else. Let's try this here. Put this code here. Then we come over here and we grab controllers slash roboflow emotion.js. Detect emotions. Now this should work, hopefully. Clear. PM run dev. Okay. So I think it's something to do with the export, the async function. I think there's a special keyword that I need to have multiple different functions in the file, but it's fine. I can take a look at it later. It's not like it's that serious, but okay. So we got that working. Now we can call it on our front end in our webcam feed. So we can call API v1. What do we call it? Detect emotions. Okay. Slash detect emotions. Let's just grab that. Detect emotions. It's just like console. We'll just console.log our data for now and just kind of see where that takes us. Alright. Shit. Am I running everything? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's start my webcam, dude. Okay. So it's gonna be console.login. What are we getting? Oh my god. Image. Predictions. Oh, do I smile? I don't know. Doesn't look like it's working. No predictions. Okay. Okay. What if... Let me think, dude. Let me download an image. Dude, smiling. I don't know. We'll go with this one, bro. Oh, give me something. Just give me, dude. They all have to have like. Okay, this will do. Let's grab this dude smiling. Let's call it dude smiling. Okay. Let's see where this can take us. Dude smiling.jpg. Let's upload an image. Oh. Oh shit. Whoops. That's fine. What does it give us here? Are we printing the results? Const data. Let's log. Let's call it like uploaded data. Okay, let's refresh this. See what this gives us here. Array 1. Did we get a prediction? So we did get a prediction, I think. Class face, class ID. What does this mean though? I don't know what this means. Confidence 93, but it doesn't. Let's have a look at model pose detection. Which one was the one we were looking at? This one. What if we upload our image here, bro? We see what we get. Text happy. I don't get that though. In the API, it doesn't give me happy. So it's 63% sure that this dude's happy. But for some reason, I don't get that. Why don't I get that? Why doesn't it? Returns an X and a Y coordinate, but I don't get... I don't get the... I don't get this here? Why? Try with webcam? Allow. Dude, hello, bro. Why is this not working? Zero objects detected. Try with webcam. No detections. Getting an X though, dude. I don't know what this means, bro. How do I... Bro. Let's see. Let's try like one of these random images. Doesn't predict anything. Well, that's not good. What about a... that's a bad image. What about... No, that's not gonna work. Give me an image with like one person in it. Okay, this works. No predictions. This guy's not smiling, dude. This guy's... What if I just take an image of myself with my webcam? Hang on. I'm going to take an image of myself on the phone and send it to my computer. Hang on. Okay. I took an image of myself. I'm going to see what this classifies it as. Hang on, let me just like email it to myself. Let's see. Okay. We're going to email this shit to myself. Let's see. I still haven't got the email though. What the fuck, dude? Shit. Did that not work, dude? Drafts. Oh shit, I didn't attach the photo, dude. Whoops. Okay, let's send this shit. Dude, what is going on? Okay, I got it. Okay, sweet. We're on the ball, dude. We're on the ball. Let's grab this image. Dude, I want to download it, dude. Let me download this image. Okay. Alright. I downloaded an image of myself. Oh, no webcam. Okay. Predicts me as happy. 63%. Let's fucking go, dude. I just... maybe won't be able to predict people from a distance. I don't know. What sort of photos do I have in here? Let's submit this one. 8905. 8905. Let's see what it gives it. 89. No predictions, dude. Interesting. I don't know, like, how good this is, to be honest. I don't know if this would work. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what projects, home, universe. Let's do like happy emotions, dude. I don't know. Emotion. Analyzer. I don't fucking know. Emotion. Object detection model. Maybe this one would be better. Updated 2 years ago. It's got 4 stars. Face expression. This one's got 0 stars. I'm gonna go with this one. Let's try out this one. Images. Alright, fuck it. We'll try their model. See what model they train. So it does have 86% prediction predictions. Confidence, class ID, detection. Can detect. How do you know, like... I don't understand. How do you know which one is class 1 class? What are the different classes, dude? What does it tell you that in the overview? Class 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and SAD. So what the fuck is class 1, dude? what would be class 1, dude? What if I use this? I can fork this data set. Let's fork this data set. I don't really know what I'm doing at all, but let's see here. Let's give it version V1. Pre-processing. Auto orientate. Let's add like resize. I guess that's fine. Continue. No notes, dude. So here you can like train your own models, and I think like what I can do here is I can custom train it. So that looks fine, right? I can like custom train this. Recommended. Estimated row code 7.69, bro. I'm gonna run out of fucking credits. Like, select motor size, nano, small. View usage, dude. Jeez, man, I'm gonna run out of fucking credits, dude. Included 50 credits. Ah, dude. How do I pick the classes, though, dude? I want to pick the classes. I don't know how to fucking do that. Classes and tags. Sad one. Maybe I don't even need to waste. I don't want to waste all those credits. What is this class, though? I guess we can kind of assume the classes ourselves. So this is class 1. Class 2. I think this is happy, probably. Class 2 has got to be happy. I'm just making an assumption here, but... What did we say? We said class 2 was happy. I think they look happy, but... Class 1... I don't know. Oh shit, they don't have any. Wait, do they not have any models? No, I lost it, dude. Fuck. Hang on. No way, bro. There's no way I lost it. No way, bro. Okay, no, we're back. We're back. Just being added. Oh no, I added this as a data set. Overflow universe, dude. Emotion. Yeah, this is the one. Let's try this one. Let's try the model here. Hang on. Gotta edit my .env really quick. Okay. Let's drop a file. Let's drop me in there. See what it predicts me. Doesn't give me anything, bro. What the fuck? Oh my god. Literally, dude smiling. 2 must be smiling. But it doesn't predict me with anything, dude. Like, how can I even use this as like an actual... Like, it predicts me as nothing, bro. Like, what the fuck? Confidence threshold. What does this do? Bro, what is going on here? I do not know what is going on here. My fucking thing is not... Okay, my computer's literally dying. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Man, popular category is gaming. What is in gaming? Clash of Clans, object detection. Chess. Huh. Chess pieces, computer vision. Maybe could we build a computer vision model that can see the chessboard? Has 98% accuracy. 6.3K downloads, 24K